So, I have been playing Beat Saber for 1 entire year now. It's been quite a trip, honestly. I mean, my entire experience in VR has been, well, phenomenal to say the least, but Beat Saber's been definitely a highlight. In my 300 to 320 hours of playing the game or so, I'm going to share little tidbits of my experience. Starting by, verbalizing some of those experiences, but I will show some maps that I'm suggesting to you, either because they are maps I were able to get good plays on, or they are maps I particularly like, or they are maps that they were really challenging for me, and then afterwards I'll explain a new challenge I want to put upon myself for this year. And I will only show maps that I myself have personally beaten. So to start, I initially was gaining interest in VR and Beat Saber in late 2019, and I saw the quest as a good opportunity to at least get into it. A lot of this was derived from the Nintendo Labo, which, as shit as it is, it's shit because it's being compared to sixed-off modern headsets. For what it tried to do, it did it incredibly well. It got me engaged into VR. Without the Labo, I probably would not have cared about VR as much as I do now. So to start, January 15, 2020 is when I got my Oculus Quest and when I purchased Beat Saber. This started a snowball effect that would go downhill faster and faster, and now I'm incredibly caught up in Beat Saber, and it's just something I consistently do. For the first 50 hours, which I think was about 2 or 3 months of me playing, I played entirely OST, as the officially released Camellia maps proved to be enough of a challenge for the time being. Then, around April to May is when I got into custom songs, and this is where things really took off. In the beginning of May, Score Saber, which is a mod that allows you to submit scores to a leaderboard to either keep track of your plays or to keep track of your performance points for competitive ranked play, has finally come back to Quest in a proper form. And this allowed me to really gauge my progress or have something finite to grasp upon, because I didn't really have any way to gauge how much progress I've made other than asking, hey, did you beat this map, or hey, how far can you get in this? And that wasn't really that fun to me. As I got Score Saber, I found that I had this potential in myself with Beat Saber that I really could excel at, and it was really satisfying for me to take that opportunity and just excel with it. To the point where, at my peak around September or October, I reached rank 1177 or something like that. Of course, around the same time, I began to physically peak, as in playing with my controllers. I wasn't really able to get that much better as is besides coordination. And I started to fall off a bit, and then Score Saber became not available on Quest, at least for the newer versions, and I lost motivation to play, as unfortunately I didn't see a purpose in playing or even going back to mod the Quest for the current version if none of my scores were ever submitted. It was only for practice, and I kind of fell off for about 2 to 3 months. So with all the ups and downs and pitfalls and peaks and everything in between, I've had a phenomenal time playing Beat Saber, playing modded, playing meme, playing unranked, playing ranked, playing competitively, playing for fun. I've done everything I could. I'm really enjoying Beat Saber for almost everything it has to offer. I'm even making some of my own maps. Of course, I don't have many up right now on Beat Saber, but with the pandemic, I have had more free time to work on maps, so I will be releasing more maps as time goes on, but my Beat Saber account will be in the description, so you can go download some of my maps. I do not think they are the best, but you have access to the first map I've released to the one I released in the beginning of January. Stay tuned for more maps, because I'm getting into chroma maps and even noodle extension maps. But that's besides the point. Now I'll be showing you the maps I'm talking about. I will include the name, the song author, the mapper, and the Beat Saber key, along with links in the description so you can get these maps yourself. The only maps that Quest players can't play are noodle extension maps, so do keep that in mind. Everything else should be playable on Quest. So now the new challenge I want to put upon myself is to try new grips, because for the longest time what I've done is I've actually played default grip, which just means holding the controller how I normally do. And I had these knuckle straps that were like $10–12 from Kiwi. I didn't necessarily need these, but my hands get incredibly sweaty when playing, and I can't get a good grip on the controller after a couple of plays. These knuckle straps allow me to keep a grip on my controller, and I let my arm and wrist work do the rest. But I'm getting to the point where I don't think I can progress mechanically without trying new grips to see if I can really do something. I've tried other grips for a while, and I couldn't get anything to work, but I think now's the time where I could benefit from a new grip. I'm mainly going to be focusing at claw and claw variants, but that is the challenge I want to impose on myself. As time goes on, I may make an update video to share to everyone how claw has helped or not helped. It just depends on if I can find the right setup to use. But yeah, I hope you guys can enjoy Beat Saber the same way I have, and maybe you can have some fun with the maps I've shared with you all today. To another year of Beat Saber, hopefully noodle extensions will blow up and become, I guess, the new meta for map creation. I'm already really excited for what can be done right now, but the tools are fairly limited. I guess that's just the way it's going to be for a while, but yeah. I'd like to hear some of your accomplishments in the comments down below, because even though a lot of us Beat Saber players, we all range in skill from just starting off to, you know, being top 100, we all have some play that we all really enjoyed, either for good performance or they just really like the map itself. And I'm really curious to see what you guys have been able to have fun with. I'd also suggest leaving the Beat Saber key so we can find the maps easier. But yeah, to another year of Beat Saber. I'll see you guys in the next video.